Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is 11:31 a.m. June 26th, 2023. I hope everyone's had a fantastic day today. We are going to get into some Minecraft for a little bit, not too long. I am, unfortunately, incredibly exhausted. I've stayed up for some long hours in the last month. So like I'm already fucked. Like when I was at the airport, when I was doing traveling stuff, and your video's coming up in a second, don't worry. But when I was doing traveling stuff, I was at the airport and I was awake for 40 plus hours. It was the worst. I got to a point where I wasn't tired anymore. It was so fucking bad. And I had the best news when I actually went to sleep. Because we got delayed because they couldn't land. Because Newfoundland is a notoriously foggy place. And it was awful. But right now I'm on like hour 22 of being awake. Now normally that's not actually that bad. Obviously you shouldn't be doing that all the time. But like that's not that bad, right? That's not that bad. The problem is that I'm just coming off not only being sick on the 12th, which I understand is a while ago now, but I'm still recovering from all that. So, I'm only doing a short stream. I'm not playing FiveM because it's way too fucking early and I don't have the mental capacity to do it. All this music sucks. I don't know why I'm listening to it. Monstercat is falling off for me. Like, this music here is fine. Like, this is just ambience. Alright, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. So, the last time we were on the World of Backroom, which is what this is, welcome, for you newcomers. I am a mega Minecraft nerd, if you didn't know. I have a channel dedicated to it. I don't upload on that channel because it takes too much of my time. Even though I have nearly 2 terabytes of footage just sitting in my hard drive, ready to be uploaded. And I'd imagine I'm a little bit better at editing stuff now, but... Welcome to the World of Backroom. Now, I've been working on this world for a very long time. When I say a very long time, I'm talking like 3 years, right? 3 years, 300, 400 plus hours on this world, another 300 hours on some of the builds in a different world that's been transferred over here. I think I have another like 100 hours plus on like other stuff, not including World Painter, which is what this world was built on. So like there is a lot of stuff here. I'm going to show you what I'm actually working on right now, as I'm a man who very much loves a city, right? I love building cities. It's always fun to build the castle walls, and this is what I've been working on. I'm using a entirely different wall design, and I'm using a entirely different tower design. I'm gonna give you the whole look before I start like doing what I'm supposed to be doing right now. As you can see, we have our gates here. They're supposed to be viewed from the other side though. So we have our main gate right here. We have our 2 towers, of course. And then I very much really like this new design that I'm using. So we have our, I believe these are called Merlons. And then we have our Machiculations here. So you can actually aim down at anybody assaulting the walls. Because if you think about it, not in Minecraft terms, but in real life terms, you have this box. You can use a bow and arrow to aim at this box, right? So if anyone's down there, you know, you can get a good angle. Or if they're actual working trapdoors, you can throw rocks down. Or you can, you know, boil sand and throw it down like over here. Throw boiling water. You wouldn't throw oil. That's just a fiction thing. And then we have our main portcullis. We do not have a gate, per se. or I guess the gate is not the right word because some people would understand a portcullis as a gate, but what I mean is like a big door thing, because it doesn't really work here, unfortunately. Like I could, but like we're working with a 4. It's not gonna look nice. And even if I open it up, it still wouldn't look nice because it doesn't have a middle. So we just have this little thing right here. I really like the way these walls are designed, because I did look on the internet for like a few ideas on how I was gonna do this, and I was just fucking around, and I came to this design, and it's completely entirely different from the way I do my walls normally, which is here, which is just the square pattern with some wood supports on the side, but this is more supported just by stone. And they're very big. Now, something I do want to show you, and I am hiding it from you for a reason, because it's just better to look at this the right way. It's better to reveal it, you know? But I have also built a castle here. Now, this castle is actually really cool. This castle's actually really cool. Because it's the first, like, I feel like it's the first castle that I've ever built that isn't anywhere else other than my brain, right? There is some minor inspiration for this whole wall stuff from one of the Baldur's Gate 3 trailers, but the only thing I'm taking from that, to be clear, is that there's a keep underwater that doesn't look like this, and their tower, the top of their tower is a square, okay? But this is like the first fief that I've actually been able to do that is actually on a lifted platform, right? It's actually on a lifted platform. Now, obviously, this is gigantic, right? Like, is it realistic for this much stone to be utilized to build something like this? Probably not. I mean, we're talking about 50-foot high walls, if this was in real life terms. But it's beautiful. Like, look at this. Like, holy shit, bro. Holy shit. So, well, it doesn't have an interior. Maybe I'll get to some of that, or maybe I won't. It doesn't really have a working interior right now. I'm very happy with where this is, because this is supposed to be just a lord's fief. This isn't even the main, like, castle of the build, right? This is just a fiefdom. This whole objective is to provide manpower to the front gate, right? Taking the break from all the crazy semi drivers? Maybe. No, I'm just very tired today, Zook. Very fucking tired, man. But yeah, very happy with the way this turned out. I really like this whole wall design. It's really cool. It's definitely completely different from what anything I've built before. Yeah, because it is different, Zook. It is different from my normal castle design. Like, I really like the way we have this little thing right here, where it's like it's kind of lining it to where it looks like it's sloping in, and then we have this little plateau, and then we also have this. So everything isn't very squared off, right? It doesn't appear to be flat. Well, this is. Now, something I did want to do is I wanted to have some kind of thing. So let's say we have someone break in here, right? Or sorry, no. That was another thing I was working on. Let's say we have a attacking army. Let's say in the case of this, even though these guys are allies, let's say Draken Castle tries to invade the Greens, which is what these guys are called, right? The Greens. I want to have some kind of, like, defense mechanism that makes sense in my setting that would, like, make sense here and actually be viable, right? And I was thinking about putting a big trebuchet here. Not a catapult, a trebuchet. Which I believe it's Scam TRB. Ooh. Low. Yeah, it is. So let me see, like, where I'm pasting this. Okay. Wait. I need to rotate it. 90, 90. I don't know if this is my design or not. I honestly don't remember. So I was kind of thinking about something like this. If you aren't looking at it, I think it is my design. Ooh, what happened here? So yeah, like some kind of trebuchet thing. Like obviously you can change it and stuff like that, but I want some kind of like artillery piece that's obviously elevated to have like some kind of attack angle in this, because they're not going to come in on boats, and if they do, that would be the use, right? But this is more of a militia like type fiefdom, right? So like this isn't even city guard, right? This is like subcontract type stuff, right? Because I want this to be like, you know, these guys are obviously powerful. They have a lot of say inside the, you know, inside the city and all that. And obviously their place is huge. So yeah, I think that's fine. Now, something I could do alternatively, I could slim this down and I could put them on top of the towers. I don't want to do that though, because it kind of gives you too much of a Minas Tirith vibe. Which, as cool as that city is, I kind of want to be unique in my own way. And when you do stuff that is like specifically from like big stuff like that, it can get a little complicated. But what I want to do now, for a little bit before I want to go to bed, and I know it's really early and going to bed at this time is a fucking terrible idea, but I'm going to do it anyway, is I want to do some interior decoration, right? So I obviously did the support system, which, by the way, I love the way this looks. I've used this support system before, specifically in a build all the way up here. Oh, God. Specifically... Jesus, let me get top right. It should be around here somewhere. So that's heaven. So yeah, in a build here, this is the sky thing. So inside here, it has stuff like this, right? So... that's like one of the things I want to do. Also, I wanted this to be like a world map. And what I wanted to do, and I'll actually show you, because this is a cool thing that I can do now, is if I do this, it needs to be a male. No offense, women. It just needs to be a dude. The commander's a dude, I'm sorry. So, let me see. If I could just find my medieval armor. Which is a new mod I just grabbed. So it needs to be this, no helmet. Okay, and then we grab a sword. Dude, the mods I have are so sick. Like this is like such a low amount of what I'm showing you right now. And then we'll do this. Let's see. There it is. Sheesh! There we go. Hand on sword. You know, he's fucking ready. He is fucking ready. So what I could do here is I could place a map with item frames, of course. And I could have a little world map here. Right? And it all makes sense. So, like, from the perspective of a, let's say, you know, like, if this ever was some kind of, like, adventure map thing, it would make sense because, let's say an adventurer's coming in here, the second you come in, Buddy's ready. And I could even put the helmet on him for, like, added coolness, right? Like that. Like, how cool is that? That's just so sick. So let me just go ahead and grab a few empty maps. And let me just go ahead and, let me see. Damn, this looks so cool on the map. Yeah, let me just fill out, like, 4 maps. Real quick. Just the front wall. Well, actually, I can only do 3, right? Because of the 3 wide thing. So I can go 1, 2, 3, and that's it. Unless I don't want to include the keep, which I can also do. So we'll do that. So we'll remove this one. This is where shit gets confusing, by the way. And then we'll do 1 through 3 backwards. Backwards. So 1, 2, and I'll be a nice little reveal once we get back. It's just funny because I've done this map stuff on a massive scale, I've never found a way to do it easier other than actually just manually fucking doing it with the creative. Which is really funny. Oh god. I picked the wrong map. Okay, and then it goes this way, and this way, and this way. So, confidence is key. So I know that this is here. Do I know if this is here? Oh god. Alright, confidence was a bad idea. What was this? Okay. So that's here. I think I messed up. Because this has to be here. Which means this is a duplicate. Okay. And this can't be here, so it needs to be like that. Okay. Alright. Let me just go in. We'll grab this map. Which is over here, right? This little area. So we have this, which is bottom left. Then we have bottom middle, which is here. And then we have bottom right, which is here. Right? Okay. Okay. So, bop, bop. There we go. And then we can fix this real quick. That's irritating me. Whoops, there's a wall there. And good to know that it needs to be flipped around. And this will auto-update the map, by the way. I think I'll update it the second I come next to it. So then, you know, the commander of the watch, which is a definitely not copyrighted way to say it, would be able to see like what's actually going on, right? Let me see if I can just get this the way it's supposed to be. I think that's right. Nope. Okay, that's right. See? So they have like a little look over. They're animated. And then I can just fill this out for the whole keep. But mainly like what they'd be focusing on is the, you know, the front. Right? And they have this amazing view that gets ruined by terrible glass glitches. Alright. You know what I could do is I could put a wall here if I wanted to. I don't, but I'm concerned that the light is a little bit of an issue. Dude, that's a lot of fucking floors. Christ. So this is like the main hall, right? So this needs to be an eating hall. So we know how to do that. That stuff's easy. You'll keep the tables in line. So yeah, this needs to be an eating hall. And I think that this is more of a war thing. Can I get my tall chairs, please? And what I'll do is I'll move this back here. So it kind of looks like he moved it out of the way. And then I'll have... Ooh, I don't like not even numbers, but hey, it's okay. There we go. So we have like some kind of like, you know, council thing. And it's clear he moved the chair out of the way. And for right now, what I'll do is I'll just pretend that that in itself is a map. Right? Like a big old map. Be cool if you could draw on it. I do have stuff to that, like, to where I could do that. It's just, it's a thing. So I do want carpet. I don't know if red carpet makes sense. Maybe gray. As this isn't a royal thing. This is, like, in my mind, it's a little religious. Which is taking a little bit more inspiration from Baldur's Gate. From the flaming, fist dudes. But that's okay. Ooh, we need 3 here, Jeremy. Evenness. Okay. All right. And then we just repeat that. That's fine. I know what I'm looking for here. I've spent a lot of time designing, like, huge-ass castle dining rooms. And honestly, it's some of my favorite stuff to design. It's like, I do know what I'm looking for here. And honestly, I probably could fit a gate in here if I wanted to. It's not going to get rid of the light issue, which would be the only purpose. Alright, so, I think that's fine, just as, like, a little, like, formal thing. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to place in some tables. In fact, I'm considering moving my entryway to here back. Like this. Just because I think it looks a little bit better when it's hidden. Like that. These spiral staircases are really nice, by the way. It's literally you build a cobblestone wall straight up. And then you have this really good look where, like, when you're going up, you have these, like, weird connections. And it's just working with slabs, right? Like, it's working like slabs like this. So you build one, and you build one up, and you build one. You build one up, and you keep doing that. Right? So if you wanted to replicate that, it'd be pretty easy. And then you get this really cool look where you have all these connections where it looks like it's actually built into it. And it's actually really nice. Like, would recommend using that technique. But yeah, I think that's fine. So I think what I want is my table to be in line with my middle here. My hidden middle. And then 3 off the wall. And then ba-ba. Okay, and then we will grab a different kind of chair. The spruce ones are for the boys. Or the spruce ones of those versions are for the boys. Nice. Love when everything comes together like that. Where I don't have to change anything and everything just works. So what I could do here is I could fully furnish this. Which I'm not going to. I'm just going to add some plates. Because I do tend to like have like full meals set up. Which looks really cool, but in this case it wouldn't make sense. So we're just going to use empty mugs and plates. And I do have food and stuff. By the way. Like, I do actually, like, have meals, which is actually super sick. If I type in meal, like, I actually have, like, full-fledged stuff. And we'll grab a candelabra. I don't know how much these light up. They're not that bad. But silver? How good's the silver one looking? Silver one looks less tacky. And all I need to do is copy and paste. Oh, whoops. And in this case, we're going to stand here. And then bam. There we go. We have 2 tables set. And then what we're going to try to do is we're going to try to keep everything even. It's like I could have a table here if I want. I feel like that would be a bench type thing. I'll think about it. So I'm trying to keep everything 3 off the wall. There. Just a little square table. I think that's fine. I think square tables are nice. We'll move this one more to that way. Not a perfect square though, which might fuck my chairs a little bit. Nope. Nope, we're good. Nope, we're not good. Needs to be this way as well. Nice. It's a fucking huge table though, Jesus Christ. How's anybody gonna reach the middle of this fucking thing? I mean, it looks really cool. Like, objectively. Oh, I did something like this. That just wouldn't make sense. Fuck it, I'll embrace the huge ass table, it's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So let me just grab some more plates. And candelabras, of course. Whoops. I don't know if it's still there, but I'm pretty sure the mod list for this world is present. So if you want one, I think it's a World of Vagram mod list. If it's not there, I don't know what to tell you. It should be. It really should be, but I don't know. And then I'll put a candelabra here. And that's fine. Right? It doesn't need to be anything crazy. I am slightly concerned though that you can only have 2 mugs. Ugh. Oh wait. Yeah, I can do that. I forgot. Yeah, that works. Do I want to have any, like, stuff? Nah. It's basically just a feasting room and planning room. Like, you're not going to be in here unless you're supposed to be in here, so it's not a huge deal that it feels so exposed. It's like, well, the door's right there, it should be upstairs. Nah. It should be... Yeah, it is east. If you're curious on what I'm looking at, I'm looking up here, top right. I never eat shredded wheat. I feel like this and this is a little bit too close to the same line, but also this isn't a 3. There's a lot of eating space though. The heck would we put over here if we're happy and content? Because I am pretty happy. Maybe some statues or something. Like, this would be a great place for a little statue. Now, I would imagine that every single statue that I have is completely not mine. Especially this one. Well, not especially this one. I did build this myself, but I copied it. I ain't lying to nobody about where my builds come from. Absolutely not. I ain't taking credit for that shit. Absolutely fucking not. Yeah, it would fit if it wasn't double. It does look cool. but it just doesn't fit. Like you'd have to put it here, and then that's a waste of space. All right. I think there's more to be done here, but man, I'm getting so fucking tired. I told you, it's gonna be a short stream. I mean, there's not much I can do about it. But hey, you did get a little glimpse of the world. And just to give you like a kind of an overview while I'm kind of phasing out here. All this biome, all these biomes, all this world, this whole thing has been built by me. With the means of World Painter, World Edit, copy and paste, a lot of stuff. So, for example, every tree you see has been hand placed by me with World Edit tools and commands. So, like, well, yeah, you can understand. It's like, oh, it's a command. It can't be that difficult. It still is really annoying to place these trees. Okay? And these trees are custom. And this was awful, by the way. Like, this was awful. That's why only half of this is populated. And this is all really populated. I think that this is, like, my worst biome, right? And I also have, like, a little fiefdom there. I did build that on stream. We have our plains biome. We have our snow biome that looks really, really cool. Like, the snow biome is kind of my pride and joy. Do you know? I'll show you it. Let me go ahead and give it a shear stone. I don't know what I'm going to call this. I'm just calling them the greens for right now. Free palette is close. Could I get somewhere else? Inside arrow, Aor is good as well. Ooh. Is this like Aor? That is, for people who know, it is, inspiration from Critical Role, Campaign 2. As my game lags the shit out. That's fine. It's not fine. It's really not fine. I'm not happy with it. It's fine. It removed itself. So yeah. The reason why this is my like favorite like top work thing ever is because of how cool the snow looks. Even though I did none of this, it's literally one option. But I've always wanted something like this, and I have it. I did build this, to be clear. I'm very happy with this whole entrance to the ordeal. I know I just kind of like pulled the wool back a bit. But like this area is super cool. There's so many like little builds that are just like, you know, very little and not gigantically scary and terrifying and awesome. You know, so big that like you can't even render the whole thing with your PC exploding. But like this is like my pride and joy. And also over here where I have a custom placed forest with regular forest stuff in it, like this is one of my best work, I would imagine. I'll show you. So basically what I did was this area was all snow and still is all snow. But like I custom placed these trees that are not my trees. They're by a palette by a person who said he didn't want to be recommended, and I actually don't remember his name. But this tree palette, and I copy and pasted all these trees, and then I added these small trees as like, you know, little little placements in, and it actually makes it look so much fucking better, man. And it's actually pretty easy to place these small ones in, even with a snow issue. Vampire keep. I mean, you can't have a Minecraft world without a fucking vampire keep. Like, come on. Like, you know. You see these spikes? Vampires. I mean, shit. I actually had a vampire mod at one point. But I had to remove it because it added biome stuff, and I didn't want to remove it, so I just removed the whole mod. That was before I swapped worlds. But you also have this, which is also one of my pride and joys, and, you know, Anos Blade, and I have a fucking, this whole area, which kind of looks like a dragon head if you look at it, like this is the nose, this is the eye, this is the ear. I don't know why he has big door ears, but you know, this is a dragon's den, so I have a little thing on top of that. Like, there's a lot of little stuff. Like, I could spend 60 years talking about this, and I probably have by this rate. But I do hope you guys enjoyed this short stream. I do apologize that it's short. I do apologize that it is not at 5 p.m. sharp. However, I still want to keep up with my daily, my 60-day goal, and this is still in line with it. But I hope you guys and gals enjoyed. I hope you have a good rest of your evening and morning. I need to go to bed. I don't know where the fuck we're going to be at tomorrow. Not a fucking clue, ladies and gentlemen. Not a fucking clue. But I hope you have a good one.